Testing. Do we have audio yet? Okay, we've got my audio. All right, guys, we're just having a slight issue getting everybody's moving here in the stream. So if you just give us a couple seconds to get it sorted out, we should be good.
We're not trying to throw anyone under the bus, but it was Jordan.
I'm also not going to have my game audio for some reason.
You've got to unmute yourself, Tom.
Oh, it's because Tom's on screen share. His actual camera and mic isn't on the stream.
Hey, Tom, can you talk now?
Yeah, I can test. Hello?
Hey, there you go.
Okay.
Now you don't get to hide, though. Everyone gets to see your face.
Oh, that's cool. I'm good with that. I just didn't understand why the audio wasn't working. So, okay. So who do we have? We've got Jordan, myself, Curtis, Connor. I don't know where he's at.
He's hidden. Hey, Connor, can you hear us now? Well, you can hear us. You just can't talk. That's not terrible.
We're trying to solve one more person's audio, and then we should be good to go. But yeah, he's unmuted on the thing, so I don't know why he would be not be able to turn on his audio. But he's not sharing his camera either. So is that the same scenario as mine?
Maybe.
Because
you would never have guessed that we spent an hour and a half this morning going through all this to make sure it was going to work.
Yeah. Well, that's why I wanted to test a live stream. That's hard to do. So, Connor, do you have a camera? Oh no, yeah, you were saying your camera won't go in. So yeah, okay. So I guess Connor is gonna not be audio wise or video at this point. I guess he's struggling with that side of it. So.
Well, you guys can start. I'll work with Connor a little bit here, quietly off to the side, and see if we can't get him working.
Okay, I'm just configuring my headphones here a little bit because I'm getting double voices.
Okay, well, so Trenton, can you...
Hey guys, we'll be streaming soon.
For my game, so that they can see what the group chase looks like. And who's the host? Curtis is the host for that, so...
Whenever you want it to start, let me know.
Okay, so I guess tonight we're just gonna. So I'm Tom. Just if anybody doesn't know me, I'm one of the chasers in the A team. So I'm gonna be playing the game with everybody here. So we're gonna go through and try and show you guys how to play the beginning of the game, which is one of the more important portions of it, which is forecasting or looking at the data to figure out, where to go in the game, where to see a storm, where to see a tornado, more importantly. So we're all going to work at this together, and we'll see how it goes. So yeah, Jordan, I don't know if you want to introduce yourself. We're all going to work at this together. We'll see how it goes.
There's feedback from somewhere, guys.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to figure that out as well. But Jordan, can you hear us? Or is he frozen and gone? Cry.
We might have to just bail on this and find a better program.
There's the voice of frustration. Okay, start the stream. Start the game, Curtis, and we'll just see where we end up.
All right.
Sorry, guys. This is a little comical, to be totally honest. So what we're playing is we're playing a group chase, and basically you can get a code, and then you can team up with a bunch of your friends to go into the game, and up to 12 people, and then the server will then match you with the remaining number of players, and it's totally random. So there's 4 of us from the group in this chase. And as it shows on my screen right now, there's 5 other players for a total of 9 that will be in this scenario that we get into. So,
all right, can you guys hear me now? Okay, wait.
Server's loading. Yeah, we can hear you. So right now, what the server is going to do is going to load for us and put us into the game with a whole bunch of other players. And once it comes up, I will kind of bring up my data and radar, and we'll go from there. We recommend, if you're going to play the game, playing with the keyboard is very difficult to drive. So controllers are the best way to get around in the game in terms of not crashing. So it definitely get like an Xbox controller or a PS5 controller or some kind of knockoff from Amazon. It makes the game so much easier to play. So as you can see right now, the server is loading the world, and it should be up and running here shortly where we get into the game. It will drop us into a gas station where everybody starts. And then from there, you have to decide where you're going to chase or to look for storms. So the first part of this, we won't really be chasing a whole lot. At first, I'm going to try and explain stuff, and I don't know if Curtis and Jordan want to jump in here as well, but we'll try and give you guys an idea on that initial, figuring out where to go in this world.
Since I've got the slowest car, I might jump the gun and start heading somewhere.
So as you progress in the game, obviously you can get better cars. So here we are. We jump in, and the first thing you see is this is reflectivity on radar. Basically, that represents where there's storms forming, and how intense they are. So you can move the screen around so you can look around the world with your controller. I can do this with my right hand joystick, and I can kind of pan around the world to see where things are going, or what's happening actually. On the reflectivity, green is very light. And then as you get darker, the more intense the storms are. If you look in the middle, my mouse cursor is right here. Give me a sec here. I'm right by Bakersville, and that blue dot is myself. So that's where I am in this massive world that is OUTBRK. So that's one of the biggest things that they had a hard time getting done, was just the massive scale of the world. And if I zoom in just to give you an idea, this is a town. And there's a whole bunch of other chasers in here with green dots. Those guys are all running off to chase a storm. So I'll zoom back out, and I'll actually click on this. So when I clicked on my left stick down, essentially it brings up a chart or a legend in terms of what the radar represents. So as you can see, the left side 10 in terms of reflectivity is dB, and all the way up to 75. So you can see, based on that, if you look at the screen, you can see how intense a storm is. So to the west of us, there's some very strong, intense storms. So you've got two of them there, essentially one to the north, one kind of to the south of it. And which one do you chase, for example? That's the classic, thing that chasers deal with. So if I look at the left-hand side, and I will show you here, my mouse is on the left-hand side. You can press up and down on the pad on the controller to switch between reflectivity and velocity. Velocity is direction of winds from the radar. So green is going towards the radar, red is going away from the radar. So when you're looking for a storm that is rotating, you want to have some areas where there's some rotation happening, meaning your green and red are getting close to each other. So for example, I'll zoom into this if I can. Down here in this area right here, you've got a bunch of rotation happening, small rotation, but it's evident on the radar. So that's what we're looking for as storm chasers, is rotation. But these are storms that are already ongoing. But what I'm going to do, so when you're looking at reflectivity, that kind of gives you an idea if a storm is doing anything in terms of rotating. If I switch over and move to the data side of things on OUTBRK, you're going to see this first page, which is your surface plots. And surface plots are basically stations that measure your temperature and your dew points. And your temperature in this case is in red on those plots that you see throughout the screen. And then just to the south to below the red is green, is your dew point. That's your moisture or temperature for your moisture in terms of available energy that's in that area specifically. So you can see on the screen, it varies quite a bit throughout the world. And looking at that, it's kind of hard to tell what you want to, find or chase. So right now, what I would do is I would look to see where my dew points are good. The dew points throughout are in the 60s, almost all the way across, actually, in fact, everywhere, other than on the far east side of the map, they've gotten reaching into the 70s. And to have good thunderstorms, you need those dew points for the available energy for storms to form and turn into, supercells.
Just a heads up, Tom, my game crashed.
Okay. So if I scroll down, ML CAPE stands basically for mixed layer CAPE, and CAPE is the convective available potential energy, meaning the fuel for storms, what's available for storms to grow and become, supercells. Again, if you click on the information tab, it'll bring up a legend that shows you, from left to right, 500 being the weakest. And that's joules per kilogram in terms of CAPE. And then all the way to the right side, which is 5,000, which is a huge amount of mixed layer CAPE, meaning lots of potential storm juice or storm energy to get it going. So that's what you're looking for. And you can see on the west side, there's a few areas where there's storms ongoing. So that's why this pocket of nothing is because there are storms there. If I click back over to the other radar, you can see the storms are filling those spots. So it's ongoing. So you're seeing the energy that's out front of the storm. And that's what we're looking for, is CAPE, because if with no CAPE, there aren't going to be storms and you're not going to see anything. So this follows along with what's going on with those storms. You're seeing them develop and move. if you move your, if you want to look at your timeline, because the radar scans every minute, I believe is in OUTBRK, it updates every minute like it just did. So if I want to scroll back and look at what happened, or I can just click to the left on my touchpad and basically it will scroll all the way back to 10 minutes prior. So we do this as storm chasers so we can progress and see what these storms are doing as they move. And if I click to the right, I can see how they're developing and moving towards different areas and what direction they're headed in as well. So that northern storm kind of took off northeast, and the southern storm is moving more easterly. So again, this is a process that I'm going to look at and see where I want to target, because I want to be out in front of those storms and wait for them to develop. And the same thing can be done if I scroll down on velocity. If I go back in time, I can scroll to the left to go back 10 minutes and then scroll to the right so that I can see what's happening with the rotation as it's going through. So this is kind of a basic idea in terms of some of the stuff we look at. Where it gets more complicated and where it's going to be a bit of, I call it technobabble, is when we get into the winds. So the winds that you need for supercell thunderstorms, you've got multiple levels in the atmosphere. So if I scroll down all the way to 850 millibar, that's more closer to the surface in terms of your winds. So that's more surface based. It's not quite on the surface, but just above it. The 500 millibar winds are, we're going to call them mid-level or partway up. And then 250 is your elevated winds or high up in the storm. And each will impact the storm differently and do different things. One of the first things I always look at when I'm chasing is to look where my surface winds are. Without any kind of surface winds, a storm really can't tap into those surface information where we've got our dew points and everything like that. Without those winds, if it's calm, the storm really. And as we go along through this, if you guys have questions after the fact, you know, we're going to try and do a Q&A so you guys can ask questions, because I know I'm talking a lot. But after that, we can kind of go through things and address any questions you guys might have. So the 850 winds, if I'm looking at the map here, again, if I click on my legend, you can see anywhere from 15 knots to the right on from the left to the right at 40 knots. And then each one of these little lines that you see on the screen is what's called a wind barb. And that wind barb has a little tail on it. So what it's indicating to you, my mouse is at the top end of the screen, essentially is the direction from where the wind is coming from. So in this case, it would be kind of south-southwest winds heading in kind of a northeast direction or north-northeast direction. Each one of the barbs on the end, the long one represents 10 knots. The little ones represent 5 knots. So in this case, the barb would be 15 knots, meaning I have 15 knots of surface wind there, which is reasonable. Below that, you've got 2 full barbs. So again, 20 knots. And you can get 50 knots. We'll go up through the wind. So anyway, so back down here in the southwest corner, where down by Westport, you can see a light blue spot, and that wind barb is at 25 knots because it's got 2 lines and 2 full lines and a small line. 25 knots. That's feeding into the storm, it looks like, from the backside. So this is one of the first things I look at, and I have I've been doing this for so long that I kind of look at it. I don't even break it down. I just kind of understand what I'm looking at. So bear with me. So we jump to the 500 millibar winds. So these are the winds that are midway up. And again, you can see that there's all the barbs are out here. And you'll notice that the winds as you go up with storms tend to get stronger. So you've got just below Westport where all these people are chasing, and you've got that bright red spot. That's telling you that you've got stronger winds there. And you can see by the wind barb that you've got 30 knots of wind just below that storm. And essentially, the next step is to scroll up to your upper winds, and the upper winds are what kind of steer your storms or also provide venting for your storms, because when an updraft is going in a supercell thunderstorm, essentially they have this air mass that is rising, and if there's no winds at the top that are going to blow it in a different direction, it will just get to the top, cool off, and then just fall on itself and choke itself out. So that's never good for storms. And the reason I'm telling you this is that starting with the surface winds, you want to look at what direction they're going in. As you move up, you want them to turn slightly away from the surface winds. And then the same thing with the 250s. You kind of want to have an arc where it's turning clockwise, I guess, is the best way to look at it. So the winds from down here are from the south. If I go up to the mid-level winds, they're now coming in from the west in general on average. And then the same thing with the upper winds. They're kind of almost turned past west. Westerly winds. So this is kind of the stuff that we look for when we're trying to figure out what storms to go for. This particular scenario already has storms going on, and there's actually, now I'm switching over back to the velocity on the radar, and that red box basically means there's a tornado warning. And in this case, when we were talking earlier about the winds and you want to see green and red together, this is a very strong signature that there is a tornado happening. Essentially, you've got bright red on one side and you've got green into blue opposite of each other. So that is indicating very strong rotation. And I guarantee you there's a tornado on the ground right now that these other people are chasing. So that's kind of the stuff that we look for when we're anywhere to give us an idea that I should be heading towards that storm. That's already a tornado in progress. And what you want to do, obviously, is get there before the tornado happens. But that takes time, practice, and in terms of experience chasing. So normally I would obviously have taken off long before this and gone for the storms. But hopefully I kind of explained somewhat as to what's going on in the game. I don't know if anybody else wants to pick up here and kind of take it from there.
I think Curtis might be on that tornado right now that you were just talking about, if we want to bring him up on the stream so they can see what that's looking like on the ground compared to radar.
Yeah, so exactly. So we've got radar. Curtis looks to be there. Is that Curtis's stream up there?
Yeah, but it appears to be frozen on my end.
It
just what?
Curtis just crashed.
Well,
probably what happened. So
yeah.
Okay, so going back to this,
it just ran away from me, but I'll try to catch up to it again.
Oh, now he's back.
Okay, well, Curtis is back, and we've got a stream where you can see all these chasers basically running around this storm, trying to get out in front of this tornado. And this game is based on
OUTBRK.
Essentially, the basics is getting to the tornado, taking a picture of the tornado, and reporting the tornado. Reporting tornadoes is extremely important. So that's one of the aspects in the game that you want to do, is report it, and they reward you if you're the first to report it out of all the 10 chasers. Take a photo of it. And then where the most points are earned in this game, which is a more dangerous aspect of chasing in reality or real life, but obviously this is a video game. is to put probes in front of tornadoes, which basically means you need to get in front of the tornado in the damage path or in the danger zone, drop a probe, and then get away from it before anything else happens. We have
And
all
9 times out of 10, you've got seconds to work with.
correct, yeah. So it's a much more dangerous way of chasing. So we've all been sucked up by the tornado in this game many times because it's not something we practice in normal storm chasing. So it's a little more. It's obviously a lot more dangerous, but it's just, again, it's a video game. So, but it's not something that we normally do. So trying to get in front of it in the game is a little more complicated and a little more, it's very close, like Jordan was saying. So have we got
Can you
Curtis
guys hear me
back?
at all?
Yeah, we can hear you
Yeah,
now.
we can hear you now.
Okay, I don't know. Restream and OUTBRK are not very friendly.
No?
No, they are not.
It's funny that you say that. I'm just looking at my frame rate now that I'm not talking anymore. And yeah, my frame rate is half of what it would be. In terms of on the game, compared to if I was just playing with no streaming. So anyways,
My game crashed as soon as it started loading the world, so I'm assuming that was due to restream, but
we're going to need some more horsepower, gentlemen. The funny part is I'm sitting here and the storm is to the south of me, but I mean, I'm now getting rained on. Curtis is driving around in a field by the looks of it.
Can you guys hear me now?
yeah, we can hear you, Connor.
We can hear Connor now.
Perfect.
Too. Wow, we've
And we
made
can
some
see
progress. So thanks for sticking with us. Anybody who's stuck with us. So essentially, that's a breakdown of how to get in and out of the game. The rest of it is driving throughout the world and trying to get in front of the storms, which is just as complicated or difficult. And that's going to be, the hardest part is getting in front of that tornado, but getting the probe down and getting away is the hardest part without dying. So, I don't know. Do you guys who else is in here? Anybody want to add anything to this or?
I mean, if we want to hop into a new match, we can start showing people how we chase in the game.
Yeah, I'm easy.
Aside from the weather models and the radar and everything, like how the actual whole chase scenario happens.
Well, yeah, we can do that. So, I mean, I'm just walking around. I don't know if that's on. Oh, they've got. So I turned off my radar data, and it's actually pretty cool how this whole game plays in terms of visually when you're chasing and looking at weather. The engine that runs this does a pretty good job of recreating storms. And 11 years of chasing, it's kind of very familiar looking at storm structure. So here I'm going to walk around this building, and you can see off in the distance here, straight in the center of my screen, that's a updraft supercell, basically, with at the very top of the clouds here. Oh no, I can't do it with my mouse. So sorry. At the very top, you'll see how it spreads out. That's called an anvil. So again, looking at this, to me as a storm chaser, it's stuff I see in real life. So the game does a very good job of representing what we actually see in the real world when we're storm chasing. So it's impressive to see how this game has evolved over the last 6 months since it's gone online, and it's going to continue improving. So you have to consider gas when you're driving around, because your car will run out of gas. So there's all these dynamics that come into play with OUTBRK, and it's very realistic in that respect. So yeah, we can jump into, if you guys want to jump into a scenario. I think we lost Curtis. But if you guys want to jump in, and we can go to another.
I sent a new party code in the Restream chat, like in the private chat on Restream.
the private. Okay, yeah, give me a sec here. I'll get out. So to leave, yeah, okay. I'm gonna just get out of the game there, and we'll start a new chase.
And also, guys that are watching the stream, if the game looks jittery or laggy in the stream, that isn't necessarily representative of actual gameplay. That's just the limitations of the software we're using to produce this stream.
Yeah, Restream and Outbreak don't really agree with each other at this point.
No, definitely not.
Okay, so I'm loading back. So, anyways, we'll go from there. So we'll play a scenario. I think Connor and Jordan, you're good to go. So it seems to be working enough that you guys can play. But if we can kind of verbalize or you guys can do a forecast when you get in the gas station, one of you guys, and just go, here's why I'm going where I'm going, and I've talked enough. I haven't stopped for 30 minutes.
That was really impressive. Good work, Tom.
Yes, you covered it very well.
That's why we pay you the big bucks.
Yeah, exactly. I haven't got a paycheck in 11 years, so. Okay, so group chase. Join. Okay.
Right,
okay, so we'll
see
start
if I don't crash this time.
See what happens.
Yeah, that would be nice. Please, no crashing.
Yeah.
But yes, it's definitely labor intensive because again, my frame rate drops by half just by. It's probably because of everything I have open too. So
yeah, I think that was why I crashed. Like I turned my face cam off and everything, and that definitely seemed to improve things on my end. So I think it was just everything I had running at the same time.
I'm gonna kill a few things and just leave the game up, and then kind of go from there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, Curtis has maybe he crashed and got sucked up by a tornado and he's not coming back.
Maybe.
Maybe he crashed in the game and then the game crashed and then he crashed in real life.
Oh, David from OUTBRK is watching the stream.
Oh, cool.
Hey, David.
Thanks, David.
David, your game's good.
Yeah, I was going to say, without you, we wouldn't be playing this. So this is awesome. And I have to say, we as a group, when we got into this, it's one of the things we struggle as chasers is we call it SDS, storm deprivation syndrome. And so it's something we deal with where we're not chasing over the winter because obviously it's winter. This game is definitely helping with that because it's allowing us to chase, but doing it virtually. So it's definitely helping with the SDS, as we call it. Jordan Hall, I think I just saw him comment, and I think he was saying our frame rate isn't doing well, and we're learning that the two are not compatible for whatever reason. So we might have to rethink this. It might have to be a 1v1 kind of thing in the future.
Mark started the project because of SDS.
Yeah.
Storm chasers around the world are thanking him.
Yes, and I know that I talked to Mark about that actually a few times in terms of the SDS was one of the things that drove him to it. So again, I'm super impressed with this game in terms of a couple of guys decided to get this put together, and here we are playing a video game. So can't wait to see where it ends up. And
not only is the game fun by itself, it's really, really fun with friends too.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, it's definitely far more fun when you can chat with your friends and discuss where you're going to go chase and what you're doing. And then just like we do somewhat in real life, you know, you can have one person on the north side of the tornado, another one on the south, and you can discuss what you're seeing so you can adjust accordingly because you've got multiple sets of eyes on it. So we do the same thing in the group chases in the video game. So it's really neat to see some of that translate.
You really, it's so realistic. I keep making bad decisions on the chase in real life too.
Okay, mine is loading. I don't know about you guys.
Not quite
I
yet for
am
me. But
initializing the atmosphere.
Jordan, for whatever reason, is always one of the last guys to get into the game. I don't know why that is, but it seems to be consistent. And the game works much. So like Jordan said, the latency issues that we're having and all that is just to do with our streaming platform. It's not something that is normally experienced while playing the game. So
yeah.
Wow, there's a lot of people in this game.
Okay.
I think we have a full server here.
12 players? Wow.
Yeah.
So immediately I can see that dew points are good in the southeast corner of the world. And now I switch over to ML Cape and you can see how it's very bright purple down to the south.
This is great. I can watch your screen while I'm loading in.
That's cheating. Okay.
Taking my target and I haven't even loaded in yet.
So obviously there's the storms to the west there along the west edge of the map. And you can see that they are moving from west to east. So typically we would go obviously to the west so you can catch the storm itself and then follow it from this side of the map from the west all the way over to the east. And that's how the scenario goes.
See, the Dutch Mafia is asking, is this a for fun thing or competitive in some way?
Yes.
I mean, mostly for fun, but it's definitely
the only answer
competitive.
Is yes.
We have fun with it. I guess if you're chasing with other players, I mean, as you chase, you get rewarded. So the more money you have, the better vehicles you can buy. The more gear you can upgrade your probes. You can put hail guards on your vehicles. So there's all sorts of things that you can buy with your money. So it's definitely, I can see the competitive side, who's got the nicest set of, wheels in terms of their vehicle. So yeah, it's definitely can be competitive, but I think us as a group, we chase and we just have fun with it. It's fun to play, and you see what people are doing, how they drive off the road. Connor, for example, right now is just bouncing around. Trying to be a pain in the butt, because if you take my radar away, you can see him jumping around. So where are we going, Connor? Where have you decided we're chasing?
I feel like a run down to Westport to the west there is a good idea.
So here's all the chasers in here. I'm just going to walk around if we're watching live. What's that?
Yeah, I was just taking a look at my models as well.
So here's a classic example. Somebody in the game chat just typed in, anyone have any idea where it will be? There's two types of players in the game. We've noticed people who memorize the scenarios because there's only a limited number of scenarios in the game. Some of them, make notes and memorize exactly what's going to happen. And that way, next time they see it, they know exactly where to go. If you want to learn how to chase, I suggest you kind of learn what to look for on the radar, what we were talking about, and then figuring out where to go. That will teach you far more than memorizing the scenario. And so that's people who take off right away are either very good storm chasers or they know where they're going to be in terms of the storms and the scenarios that are happening. So that's one of the things we've noticed.
There was just a very bad
There
accident
is,
behind you to it, Tom.
yeah, somebody ran into me. There is a severe thunderstorm warning to the west between Westport and Hawkfield.
So are we dropping down to Westport as a group?
Maybe
Yeah, I
we
think-
go. Maybe we go a little bit further north to that gas station and then kind of come at that severe thunderstorm warning.
Further north where? Sorry.
Like go north out of Bakersville.
Oh, to
towards
that gas
other gas
station
station.
north of here.
Yeah, and kind of just wait there for it.
On the very edge of the storm, just north of us, basically, northwest?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll jump in the car here. We're going to turn on our antenna, which gives us basically what that does is it gives us if there's a tornado warning that gets put out, we get it on our equipment. I always turn on my headlights so people can see me, which is when it gets dark in the storms, it's hard to see some drivers. And I also I always turn my four ways on just because people can't seem to see me, but some people crash into me on purpose. Oh, I'm driving the wrong way. See?
Yeah, I just did the same thing too.
Okay, let's go for a change here.
I'm getting very bad frame rate with the StreamYard running.
Please disregard the speed. I swear to God, we don't drive this fast in real life.
You can get better frames per second by increasing the cloud downsampling and cloud step size. Whoa!
So you two crazies just crashed.
Way to pit maneuver me, Connor.
So we're now, where are we going? Okay.
I'm just going to adjust my graphic settings really quick here, see if I can get some better frames.
So we're going to drive up. Basically, we're going to head north. I'm the blue dot on my radar screen, and I'm heading north towards the storm just to see how it develops. Right now, it's only severe warned, meaning there's no. It hasn't gone tornado warned yet, meaning rotation hasn't been picked up or a tornado reported by someone. So we still have time at this point. So we're just going to drive north and kind of go from there. Where are you two guys? Like,
I'm way back here. I was just adjusting some of my graphic settings.
Somehow I went into the map and then came out of the map, and my head was outside of the vehicle, and then I flipped 17 times and flew through the air at the same time.
Okay, so I've come up to this intersection that we talked about. One of the things that chasers do, and this happens in real chasing, is they park in the middle of the road when they're looking at a storm, which is obviously, you do whatever you want in the video game, but in real life, it's a problem for chasers because you block the roadway and it causes scenarios where people can get hurt. So I always drive off the side of the road unless I'm playing by myself or there's only two people and nobody else around. I'll pull off to the side of the road because I don't want to get rear-ended by somebody not paying attention. So I'm driving a little bit southwest at it just to have a look at this thing. So,
yeah, I'm right behind you here.
Yeah, I'm right behind Connor.
Where am I? Okay, yeah. So I'm just going to take this road all the way west at it and see what this thing. So if you look out the window, you can obviously the wipers going, the rain on this is going, and you can see that there's a very heavy precip in front of us because you can't see very well, which is what you would experience in real life with some of these big, supercell thunderstorms.
We also have a very strong couplet forming in that storm.
You want to explain that?
Yeah, I'm trying. I'll try to do my best while I'm driving, but and I'm already off the road. Okay, so if you got it just went tornado warned.
There you go. So that's
you can see. I can't zoom in while I'm driving, but
it's kind of
you can see we have this
on there,
green
actually.
and this red wrapping around each other essentially, and that's going to be your area of rotation where if a tornado was to form, that is where it's going to be happening. So we want to try to get in front of that without getting underneath of it.
Yeah. So I think I'm going to cross to the other side of the highway just to take a look at this thing and see if we can see anything. But the precip is pretty heavy, so the tornado may not be
My road textures just disappeared.
Definitely hard to see. Oh, funnel cloud reported.
Why did my road textures disappear?
almost
Tornado.
Okay. You reported it, Connor?
Yeah. I would
Good
not
job.
go to the highway. I would come back this way, Tom.
Oh, there. Roads are back. Okay.
Which way? Oh, I see. It's coming.
Yeah.
So,
Come back towards the curve that we went around.
yep. That's where I'm headed. I've got somebody driving a head on at me in the wrong. Come on.
It's
I
actually
literally got driven
I
off the
think
road.
it's gonna head south of the road.
Yeah. I saw it heading kind of southeast almost, but
Yeah. I'm gonna turn around here.
Yeah,
Look
it's going
at
to
the
be tough
chaser
to get
dogs.
down there. Yeah, it's just like real life.
I was
Chaser
just going to say,
convergence.
Yeah, there's so many of them.
okay, I'm going to pull over here on the grass. I feel like the old man of chasing, man. It's funny. Okay, so here we can see, I'm going to pull my camera out and I'm going to zoom in. And so you
Yeah.
can see that there's a elevated funnel here and it's rotating on the ground. So that's coming at us, but you can see here on the ground, I'm going to zoom in. You can see that rotation. There's basically dust debris happening. So I'm going to take a picture of this. I'm going to report it. And then we're going to have to, there's what we call road holes. So if you zoom into this map, you can see the blue dot. Any black line is a road. As you can see in this whole area, there's no road. So the tornado's in an area where there's no road. So we have to head back east and hope that it kind of comes down to this dirt road here or changes direction.
That's a really strong couplet on the storm to the way to the west.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Oh, behind it. So
Yeah.
what Connor's talking about is this couplet down here. Essentially, there's a very strong bright pink with light green showing another tornado potentially developing, which that the southern storm tends to be the one that does
I'm gonna
best with that atmosphere. I'm going to the highway and I'm going to drop south to that storm. I'm bailing on this one because it's in the middle of nowhere. So we can't really even chase this tornado that's out my window right there, which normally I wouldn't do because a tornado on the ground is what you kind of stick with. But
that southern one just went tornado warned as well.
Oh my God! Look at the hook. I've never seen a hook like that in the game.
Well, better get the afterburners going and get down that highway.
Yeah. Hey, I'm coming back that way. I made a mistake. Shocker.
I'm actually going to go across the highway and take that other road down, I think.
Are you?
Yeah, it might be cutting it close, but...
Oh, yeah, I see. Yeah, I mean, it's all or nothing move. So go big or go home.
Yep.
So I think Jordan's right in front of me on my plate. And we're just heading for this southern. So this is the farthest west road in the game. So we're trying to get as close as we can to the tornado as we drop south here.
Wow, look at that hook. That's crazy. That's beautiful.
So our vehicles, the ones that we currently have, Jordan, myself, we've got hail guards on them, so we can drive in hail and not crack our windshields or our windows. The regular car you start with doesn't have that, so you have to be careful of large hail because it will smash out your windshield, and then you have to pay to repair it.
This other tornado is getting pretty big.
Well, right now,
There's no way I
So-
can catch that other one.
Real quick to the person asking who everyone is in the comments there. I'm Jordan Crothers. We're here with Tom Smetana and Connor Mockett. And we are all storm chasers based out of Canada, chasing on a team together called the A Team, EH. Whoa, whoa. Tom just ran me off the road.
I'm in the left lane.
Yeah, we're all chasers out of Canada on a team called the A Team, EH, obviously, because we're Canadian.
And we think we're funny.
And yeah, we're trying to be funny.
Yeah, I'm going to stop and take a look here to see if. Oh, wow. Okay, so here's a tornado I just pulled up. And as you can see, I'm zoomed in. It's lifting. It was lifting some trees as it went through there. So this is a beautiful tornado, not rain wrapped. And we're going to try and get a probe in front of this thing. So I'm going to get back in my vehicle and hopefully I can get. Except we're running out of roadway here, aren't we?
Yeah, that road dead ends.
So where is this thing? Is it to the south or I'm going to crash into a pole? I can already see that. Or drive.
That other tornado is really big too.
Yeah. Are you still on it?
Oh, that's
No, I left it.
I have run out of road here. There's no road further south than this, so I have to get back to the highway so I can drop it south.
Yeah, you can go east, and then there's a road west of the highway still that drops south.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So yeah, we always try to communicate with each other and
Help each other out, basically.
Help each other navigate and whatever the best we can.
Okay, so when we chase, usually, for example, if it's we're in my truck, there's usually multiple people in the vehicle. One person's navigating, and hopefully the driver is just concentrating on driving as much as possible, and the other people are looking at radar and navigating. That's ideally what you want to do. Oh, and I just crashed. That's awesome.
Oh no. Oh.
So yeah, that's one of the things is that you definitely storm chasers are probably some of the most distracted drivers on the planet in reality. So it's good to have multiple people in the vehicle so you don't have to stare at it your radar while you're trying to drive, that kind of stuff. So
right now, sorry to cut you off there, Tom, but so right now I'm trying to position for a probe deployment. As you can see, I'm zoomed in on the tornado, trying to see if it's coming at me or if it's moving left or right. And you can see that it is moving to the left of the center of my screen, which means I've still got to keep traveling down this road
flying
to get in front of it to drop a probe. And yeah, basically, if it's staying in the center of your screen, that essentially means it's coming directly towards you. However, if it's veering off to the right or left, it's going to move to your right or left, so you got to position yourself accordingly.
Okay, I'm going to deploy a probe here. It's coming really quickly. So I'm throwing the probe down. That's what the green thing, my probe's on the ground, and now I'm going to drop south to get away from the tornado and hopefully watch it hit my probe.
Yeah, I'm going to miss this probe deployment, I think. I don't know if I'm going to have time to get in front of it.
As you can see, there's a lot of people that...
I am deploying on the on-ramp of the highway.
So there's the tornado.
Yeah, it's still going north.
And my probe is up here on the ground. This is my probe sitting right in the center of my camera, if I can get it there. And we're going to see. Well, sorry, guys, I can't. It's really sensitive. So you can see all these players are sitting there. I've put out my probe. The tornado is somewhere. Where is it? Oh, it's right here. So it's right above. There's the dust swirl. So it's not condensed all the way to the ground. So the tornado is not really strong, more than likely. So I'm going to zoom out a little bit, and it should go over my probe right here.
Yeah, I'm getting probe data right now, and mine's right beside
Yeah,
yours. So
it's gonna directly hit mine too.
In the bottom right corner of my screen, you can see a 5627 flashing. That's the points I've gotten for my probe deployment, meaning that the probe registered wind speed information from the tornado. So now I'm going to drive back. I got to go pick up my probe and then continue the chase from there. And I've got somebody driving.
it's just me. Don't worry.
Yeah, my teammate's trying to crash into me. So we both put our probes here. So you can see that that's Jordan, and then the tornado is over here to the right. So again, I'm going to take
it deviated and completely missed my probe.
Oh no.
So Connor's one of the rookies on the team. He's still learning.
Yeah. Yeah.
We tease each other. It's all part of the game. If I stayed on the road, it would go much better. So now we're trying to get back in front of the tornado. So we have to reposition and navigate back up to a roadway and get in front of this thing.
What do you mean take a picture of you, Jordan Hall?
Is Jordan in the game?
I don't know. He just said, Jordan, take a picture of me.
What's Jordan's username? I don't see him. Well, he's got to be.
His visibility is brutal.
Is it going to cross this? I'm going to go to the next road. I'm not going to hit this. Oh. So if you're not distracted driving, here's a classic example. I smashed into a pole and now I'm bleeding. Definitely wide storm chase and oh God, I'm just driving all over the place now.
Oh, and Connor's throwing stop signs in front of me.
Yeah, I knew you were coming. I didn't want to cut you off.
Okay, we're gonna drive. I'm gonna go 2 roads over. Yeah, I'm not going down that one, but I'm gonna go down this next one. So right now you can see the visibility in the storm has dropped because we're in a heavy part of the storm. If I look, you can see we're just under pink and purple, which obviously some of the more intense precipitation inside the storm. So the game shows that. So it's somewhat realistic in what you're going to see in terms of visibility when you storm chase. So now I'm trying to drop south and get in front of this tornado again, just like everybody else is doing here. I'd say Kraken.
See it down there?
Well, Kraken is in the tornado because his dot was flying cross country and now it's gone black. So he got picked up by the tornado and unfortunately is out of the game. I don't know who Kraken was.
It'd be really funny if it was Jordan Hall.
Well, I gotta figure out his username because obviously it's not Jordan Hall or anything like that. Where's this? Oh wow, it's right here.
Game.
Okay, so I've just pulled up and there's a tornado here, so I'm gonna deploy my probe again, putting it on the ground here and trying to intercept this tornado. So we shall see. So now I'm getting back in the car. I'm going to drive south to get out of the rain and away from the tornado and hope that
it's starting to grow a little bit.
My probe takes a hit. I'm going to turn around here. There's nobody behind me, so I'm just going to turn around.
Oh, it just deviated.
Where is it going? Oh, it is definitely getting bigger. So there's the tornado. I'm going to watch it from in the car. And if you look up the pickup value on the bottom right corner where it says 3 zeros, so now it's going up. So that means my probe is detecting data. And I'm getting points based on how close my probe is to where the tornado is crossing. The highest I've ever gotten is almost 12,000. So 3,700 isn't that good. It's okay. It's a mediocre. Well, I wouldn't even say mediocre. 5,000 or 6,000 is mediocre. This is. It wasn't a successful intercept in terms of scoring high, but I definitely still got data. So now I'm going to go pick up my probe.
Just quick point to the people watching on Twitch. We don't have the comments popping up on screen, so we can't see them unless I look over at my phone. So that's why we've been a little bit slow to answer some to reply to some of the comments.
I think once we're done this chase, we can do a Q&A if anybody has any questions. Trenton, if you can maybe help coordinate that, if he's, after the chase, so that we can get all questions from, whether it's YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, whatnot, and we'll try and answer your questions. So now I'm repositioning and heading east again. The tornado, well, you can't see it right now, but it is to my southeast.
I think it's still trying to go southeast.
Okay. Whoa,
actually, it's dying.
Dying.
Yeah, it's lifting. Yep.
No.
Pull over and take a look here.
I'm going off
It's
the road.
still on the ground a little bit, but it's definitely.
So yeah, you can see that it's weakened on my stream. I'm in front of it.
Yeah.
And it's not condensed all the way to the ground, meaning the funnel isn't reaching all the way to the surface. So what's coming up in terms of storms? I wonder if that's the end of the scenario, or is it going to hand off? Let me see here.
No, that hook is way too good for this to be the end.
Yeah, I think it's just going to recycle.
That hook, I just looked at it and I'm like, that hook isn't dying.
No, it's definitely going to recycle, I think.
Okay, I got to get
it's still on the ground, it says, technically.
Yeah, I had it.
I'm just trying to find the best spot to get back in position on this thing now.
Is it coming at you, Connor?
Yep.
You know what? I'm going to gamble. If this thing is going to re-intensify, I'm going for that road that's kind of dirt road that's kind of like an S turn or something on the map. And I'll come at it.
Still on the ground.
Oh, shoot. Overshot that.
It's fully condensed again. Fully condensed, about to cross this road. Right in front of me.
Okay.
This is going to be a sketchy road to be on, I think.
It's the name of the game.
Are you guys on the dirt road?
Yeah, yep. We're on the dirt road going south.
Oh, I missed it with my probe.
Oh, I was like, why did he say, oh? I'm like, what's happening?
Yeah, what do you know that we don't know, Connor?
Yeah.
You guys might die on that road.
Yeah, we might.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. We've got visual on this tornado. I think it's south of this road.
Maybe.
Yeah. I'm going in the field. I'm going to do a deployment in the field. So the problem with going in the field is you can only do 23 miles an hour or like 40 kilometers an hour, depending, what you're used to. But the tornado, if I look out my window, is to my west.
Yeah, it's definitely past this road already. Oh, maybe. No, it's not past this road yet. It's just crossing the road now, though. Or about to.
Yeah, I'm just mowing down.
I'm not going to go in front of that thing.
We do not recommend driving through fields, especially in Texas and Oklahoma and Nebraska, because they shoot first and ask questions later there. So I don't recommend doing this in real life.
Rao Ye asked me if it's a snow day tomorrow. I don't know. The timing doesn't really support it being a snow day, but with snow and ice, it gets a little dicey there. So we'll have to see what they say in the morning.
Oh, you're talking about for Ontario, for our region. So
yes.
Now I'm trying to position myself for this tornado, and it's coming pretty quick.
Yep.
It's got stronger, didn't it? I can't even see it behind me.
It's moving north. I need to come on. This is where it gets dicey.
Shoot.
It's really hard to get a probe right in front of a tornado. And dangerous.
If you guys start seeing Tom's dot going in circles on my screen. That means he got picked up.
I am reversing out of the path of this thing. We'll see what happens.
The radar presentation is so beautiful.
It's a thin little rope, though.
I
Mhm.
know.
The radar representation isn't quite what I would expect to see if it was real life, but you never know. Sometimes the thinnest ropes can be violent. So here we are. So my probe is down on the ground right there. And the
It's
tornado.
getting more stovepipey now.
Ooh, it's beefing up just before my probe.
Oh yeah.
I like it. So we're going to watch this thing, see if it intercepts this, if the probe gets a hit. And all this white stuff is obviously hail falling down. So good intercept coming here. Hopefully this is right over my probe. What a view.
Oh, I'm going to put a probe right here and hope this thing doesn't deviate.
I think I missed it by a little bit. Yeah, I missed it. It only got
Boy,
3,000.
It's coming
That
fast.
wasn't. I think it went to the north of my probe. Yeah. I don't know.
Oh, that's getting big.
Yes.
Yes, it is. I hope I deployed in a good spot.
So I'm picking up my probe. Now you guys can see the massive tornado now. Of course, it's massive after my probe. Okay, what's it going to do? So it's heading. Everybody's on this road sitting here waiting to intercept it. So which road am I closer to? I'm going to turn around and go down to the south and then kind of go 2 roads over. This is going to be a slow drive.
Oh my God, this thing. Oh, still south.
Jordan's got a good view of it.
Yes, I do.
Are you at that intersection right in front of me?
I am just beside the intersection.
I think you guys are very close to each other.
Oh, wobbled.
Sounds like one of our
north.
junior storm chasers.
Oh, big wobble to the north.
Yeah, I put my probe like just south of the tree line.
Nope, it's going to hit the trees. It's
Ah,
going through the
no.
trees.
It's
Yeah.
deviated.
Yep.
Come on.
Stop. I got to deploy here or else I'm going to die.
Oh, no. No, my...
So I've got it out my window.
probe's gonna-
It's now lofting trees. It's on the
think
very
my
southern
probe's
edge
gonna
of
miss.
those trees. There's the tornado. I won't have time to probe it at this location. I'm going to go one road over and get ahead of it, hopefully.
Is this you right here? Yeah.
Yeah. I doubt I'm going to get
I blew the
anything
intercept.
on this. Maybe some odor winds. Oh, look at that. I'm getting some pickup value. So I'm close enough to get something at least.
Ooh, strong. Well, not strong, but it's good.
I got
5,600.
4667.
It looks like is it heading southeast?
No, it's kind of heading straight east now.
Is it?
Yeah.
No,
Where
it's
is it?
heading southeast.
Did it? Oh, it moved again.
So one of the things
Great
is
one.
you can't deploy a probe in the middle of a road, for example. Yeah, it's definitely going. I'm going to run into a field here and hopefully get this probe out without getting picked up. This thing is coming very fast. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh. I'm running to my car, but I don't know if I'm going to make it, guys.
Yeah.
This could get ugly.
No.
Well,
Oh my!
I'm
Yep.
getting out of there. I'm getting out. I'm okay, but I don't think my probe's gonna. It's roping out.
Yeah, it is. I think it might be about to hand off to the west, though.
Yeah, I was just about to say that too.
So you guys want to explain what that is?
Sure, go ahead, Connor.
So whenever, I am mistakenly driving into the tornado, and um, so when this tornado dies, the next part of the storm that will pick up the updraft is to the west. So when you zoom in, I don't know if one of you want to zoom in on your map there because I can't
Yeah, I
stream.
got it on my.
You'll see that the the right part of the tornado warning is the tornado that we just saw, but the one to the left, which is to the west, will be the new tornado eventually. So
Hopefully.
yes, hopefully. So the one to the east will hand off to the west.
You guys heading west at it?
I'm
Yeah.
kind of just sitting right where I am right now because it's coming basically right for me.
Yeah.
Is that you? Extreme Storm Chaser Jordan Carruthers? Yep.
Oh, hello,
How much
Twisted
gas
Bro.
do I have? So I'm just above red, so I have to watch my
me
fuel
too.
consumption. So the question is, what chase vehicle is Jordan in?
I don't know if he's actually in this match or not. I don't know what he meant by take a picture of me.
Wow, that's the only
That's
thing
what it seemed like, though.
So there's a rigged out vehicle. That's probably I'm trying to figure out the username, but I can't read it. Grim Reaper, Enwood 9, Darkness of War 12. I don't know.
Are you the real extreme storm JC?
Want to try that again in English?
I'm just gonna walk back this way. Thanks. I'm just gonna go this way.
Where are they all going?
Are you the real Twisted Bro?
Nope.
No, yeah.
I'm a fake facsimile.
Yeah, it might be about to recycle to the northeast, actually.
Yeah, I was just going to say, based on that last velocity reading, it's going. Whoa. Damn it. We're all crashing into each other. And there's no road option. You got to go north here.
Oh, shoot. Yeah.
There's no road option, boys.
Connor? I was following you.
So now we're all playing catch up at this point because we're kind of behind things.
Somehow I was driving on the road, didn't hit anything, but I have the blood screen.
Oh.
You didn't hit like a barrier or a pole that was down?
Nothing.
Yeah,
weird. Oh. It's you know what, Connor? You might be in a good spot.
Mm-hmm. Mr. Inexperienced over here, they say.
Well, yeah.
I'm going Connor's direction.
I'm eating those words. Damn it.
Funnel cloud, where? Oh, right. Oh my God. I got to drive away from this. It's right behind me.
I don't like this road option. It's terrible. So I'm just running in donuts. Connor's a pro, yeah.
Apparently so.
Sometimes storm chasing is all about luck, too. And that's not a dig at Connor. I'm just saying sometimes luck plays a huge part in it.
Oh, I see the tornado.
I see how it is.
I'm so out of position on this storm. It's kind of funny.
Where'd it go? I just saw it.
It's on the ground now.
Yeah,
Apparently. Oh, yeah, there it is.
he reported it, but he doesn't know where it is.
No, I saw it when I was driving, but I couldn't find it when I got out because of the rain and fog. But then it appeared.
Yeah.
Oh, this is going to be bad. I'm deploying, but I'm going to die.
Oh, we don't have video that we can watch?
No.
Well, I can see the tornado. It's healthy.
Oh, yeah.
Jordan's got it on the screen as well, so.
Oh, it's going to miss my probe. I think. No, it's not.
Yeah. I'm late to the
There
party,
we
that's
go.
for sure.
Funnel cloud. Where are they?
Funnel
Oh, there's
cloud.
another one to the north.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's
yeah.
2 tornadoes. I just saw it. Or is that lightning? Is it going up the which way is it going? No, it's not going up the highway. That's for
It's
sure.
going straight south.
Yeah, the other one might be going slightly up the highway, but this one's going like southwest or southeast. I mean,
I just drove over something that wasn't on the road.
Oh my god.
what's the matter, Connor?
Yeah, I won't.
Oh, geez, this road's gonna get me killed. Oh my gosh, I can't stay on the road for one thing.
You're driving. We're driving into it, aren't we?
I passed it,
Uh,
but
I did. Oh no. It's pulling me. It's
I'm
pulling
too
me
far
in.
south. I'm too far
Oh
south.
no. Oh no.
yeah,
Oh
I'm
no.
watching you get picked up. Oh geez, I'm next. I gotta move.
I lived. I survived to live. I lived to tell the tale.
Somebody's in a field. Is that you from
Yeah, that's
getting
me.
picked up?
Oh,
Yep.
what the heck? I got no road textures here. What the heck? Oh, I see both tornadoes on screen.
Wait.
We got twins, baby.
Wait. Do we have? Did the other one come this way too?
Look to the northeast of this one. You can see the other tornado.
Oh yeah.
It's crossing the road right in front of me. It's roping out though.
Yeah.
It's dying.
But that
Where's the other
one might
tornado?
be to your left.
To my left.
It's gone in the rain now. I could see it before.
Yeah, as long as I'm. Oh,
what?
wow. Yeah.
You see it?
Holy cow.
I need gas.
Yeah, I need gas too, unfortunately. But there's a big tornado out my window.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Holy.
Wedge.
Well, I'm going to make a last ditch.
That's a big tornado.
Whoa. Is there somebody coming up behind me?
Yeah, just me.
What?
Oh my god, yeah. That thing's ginormous.
Okay, we're going to take a drive at this thing.
Where is that going?
It looks like it's heading due east or northeast, but I don't think I'm going to catch it in time. It's a big tornado, though.
Yeah, it's huge.
And I'm running out of gas.
Yeah, I can see it all the way from down here.
Who's on it? Is everybody dead? Like, there's dots out here, but they're not moving.
Yeah.
Are we the only ones left? There's got to be other players. No, I see 3 or 4 more. It's disappearing in the rain. This is where it gets dangerous.
Yep.
I'm going to have to slow down here. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I can't intercept the visibility. There's a tornado buried in the back in this. And I'm getting hit in the head. So when you see the red flash, that's because I've taken a hailstone to the head.
Yeah, it just crossed the road in front of you.
It won't let me even report it because it says.
Geez. Sorry.
I stopped in the middle of the road. I did exactly what I should do. That's my. It's to the right of you. Like there's not.
Yeah, I see it.
It's massive.
I'm trying not to get pulled into it.
Okay,
This
well,
is
I need
not
gas.
a good place to be. But oh no! The road's blocked with trees.
Oh, chase might be over.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Yeah,
see
it
if
won't
I
let me
can get
report it.
around.
There's the tornado right in front of me, but
Oh, I got around the first bit of trees.
well, I'm gonna run out of gas because there's no gas station nearby, and
Yeah.
I'm in trouble.
Oh, I'm gonna hit these trees. Oh, it actually let me go through those. That's good.
Yeah, I've got
Yeah,
to
if you
find.
go on the left side of the road into the field, you can get past the trees.
Okie dokie. It's very windy back here.
Mm-hmm.
Can you see if it's still on the ground or not?
I can't see
I
it.
can't currently, but I'm about to turn right, and I'll be able to let you know then. I imagine it is.
There are trees all over the road here.
Yep.
Thank you. I got through, I think. Oh no, there's still. Oh my God, there's like
There's a lot of them.
there's like a mile of trees, which that's exactly what happens sometimes. You're chasing and all of a sudden you can't do anything because the road's littered with trees.
Oh, I'm guessing it's not because the tornado warning just ended on it.
Oh yeah.
That thing died quick.
Oh, I wonder what about this one to near Fort City coming up the highway to the southwest.
I will probably run out of gas.
I made it to a gas station down near South Bay.
Oh yeah, you're way down there.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you doing down there? Sights.
Well, I was gonna try and cut that thing off by going further east and then shooting north, but then I realized I needed gas, so I had to come down here.
Yeah, this thing's dead and gone. All right.
I'm gonna
Gotta
take
try to
a I'm
find
gonna take a
gas.
stab at that. Take a stab at that one to the west, I think.
The Fort City one?
Yeah.
I think my only hope to getting to gas is that the timer runs out on the game. I don't think I'm making the gas station.
We could maybe make Eastern Falls.
That's where I'm headed.
Yeah.
But my gas thing is flashing and getting really, really big.
Yeah, mine is as well.
You know what? I'm going to shut my engine off and see if I can coast.
Yeah, get up to $1.80 and then coast.
Yes, that's what I did. And it's downhill, so I'm still maintaining like some speed.
Yeah.
This will be funny if I make it to the gas
It's
station.
funny, my engine's off and I'm going faster than cars going down the highway beside us right now.
Yes. What is this on the road in front of me?
What?
That was weird.
Oh, I
It
just
had
lost
some
my
kind of
road textures
artifact
again.
on there. I'm still doing 100.
I lost all my road textures, so it thinks I'm going through a field and I just lost all my speed.
Well, boo. I'm literally coasting 56 miles an hour. Engine's back on now. Gonna make
Come on,
the turn.
textures, come back. Please, textures, come back. I'm doing 38 kilometers an hour right now because it thinks I'm in a field. Oh, there we go. Textures are back. You guys ever get that where the road just turns into field?
Nope.
Yes. I had it once last week.
Huh. No, it's never happened to me.
It's happened to me 2 or 3 times tonight. I've had it like once or twice in the past, but it's probably just because of restream.
I might make the gas station. This will be funny if I make it. Okay, turn the engine back on. I have 2 turns. Come on. There's the gas station. It's in sight.
I believe
Wow,
in you. You can do it, Tom.
I made it. Wow. So there are still 2, 4, 6. There's 7 of us in the game. So you have to get back to a gas station to be able to get out of the game. Otherwise, you have to pay a towing fee. So I managed to get back, and you can see my gas gauge is pink, and the thing is on E. So now I can get out of the game. I'm going to leave the chase. And then at the end of the chase, it gives you a summary. So if you look on the screen, it'll tell you the photos you've taken, how many points you've gotten for it on the top left. And then your chaser network means it's how many times you've reported the tornado or the funnel cloud or the wall cloud to the NWS. And then your probes that you've put out, how many points you got. And as you can see, the probes are what get you the most points. And after that, it subtracts fuel costs and vehicle damage. I crashed a couple of times into a few things, so it charged me for that. So my total for the day was $20,000 or 20,000 points, I should say.
You beat me by like $66.
Nice. So on the right-hand side, you've got all your statistics, which will show you how far you've driven in the game, how much you walked, your maximum wind speed for your probe at the bottom. It's like the 4th line or 5th line up. So 131 miles an hour, which is just over 200 kilometers an hour. So you get a whole summary of the game. And then once you're done with that, you just hit continue. And then that brings you back to the main part of the game. So.
Did you guys both leave the game?
Yeah. I have, yes. Yeah.
You guys might regret that in a second.
Is that other one going to go?
Oh,
it might go, yeah. Oh, no, never mind. Chase ending. I lied.
Yay.
I got too giddy.
I made the right call.
It punished me for being giddy.
David from OUTBRK says, nice chase.
Oh, cool. Yeah, well, that worked out, actually. So
Dusky Shadow Coat says, GG. Thank you. Yeah, that was a good scenario.
Yeah,
that was a long one, too.
It was. We've been on, I mean, the scenario that we played was probably about an hour. So they're not short games if you're playing them right from the beginning. So it can take some time, but honestly, the hour flies by if you're chasing. So anyways, that's kind of how the game plays. When these two get out, we'll do a Q&A if anybody has questions. If not, we'll just end it here. But if you got any questions, throw them at us and we'll try and answer them. And
I do love a good Q&A.
Yes. Trenton, I don't know who's monitoring the comments. Anybody, or is it Trenton? Or
I have been just on the side during the chase, but Trenton,
I have them in front of me
as well.
All right, okay, so if there's any questions that come up, you guys can kind of get on them, and we're definitely going to play another game. Yeah. This gets what's the word I'm looking for? Sleep becomes secondary, which is a problem, but
I had that the other week.
Some of us are willing to give up sleep.
Believe me, it's a serious issue.
It is.
Yeah, I played till like 2:30 a.m. last night and then got up at 8 a.m. for a meeting for this today.
Goodness.
Oh, my word.
Okay, well, I'm not that bad.
I believe, actually, that Dusky Shadow Coat in the comments there, this guy here, I believe I was playing a match with him last night. What is a reliable radar I can use? For real life or in the game? I'm assuming real life, which would, what 99% of chasers use is an app called Radar Scope. It is not a free app, but it is if you if you understand how to work it, it's definitely one of the best out there for monitoring severe weather.
And if you're really hardcore about it, you can get the really expensive version of it.
Sorry, there's something that popped up on the screen, but I didn't see it.
Yeah, I didn't see it either.
How you guys can be able to further interpret how to tell where to go.
I mean, yeah, we know how to use the ML cape for that. We kind of, you probably weren't on the stream at the beginning when we were going through all the weather models and forecasts and everything, but we did cover that a bit earlier. So Tom and Connor are both from Ontario, and myself, I'm from Manitoba.
Yeah, I'm just south of Ottawa, basically, and obviously chase a bit locally, but primarily go to the U.S. in the springtime and chase down in Oklahoma, Kansas, Texas, all over Nebraska.
I am also south of Ottawa. 2025 will be my 11th year chasing. Mostly around Eastern Ontario, but I've gone out to Alberta 3 times, and I just went down south to Tornado Valley last May, and I'm going to do that again probably this May as well. So we're all very seasoned veterans.
Yeah, we've been I mean, there's people with a lot more experience than us, but this is going to be my 12th season, and yeah, it's addictive.
Say that again.
Kind of like this game.
Yeah, that's the problem. Now we have an addiction all year.
Yeah, that's true.
We're in big trouble, boys.
No, I have to say, I mean, this honestly, I was excited about this game coming out from the get-go, and it's amazing how much fun it is, and like I said, I can't wait to see where it is a year from now, and all the constantly the new features they put into it, and they keep adding different scenarios. So, and a lot of the scenarios, in fact, are based on real life historical data. So it's fun to relive some of those chases if you recognize them as a chaser from stuff you may have been on. Are there any other questions out there? Or?
Yeah, there's a few people in my chat. If you have questions, you feel free to ask them.
I'm just looking to see if there's anything here, but do you guys want to play another round?
I'm absolutely down to play another round.
I know that's kind of a stupid question, but okay. Well, if there's no questions, we'll jump into another game. If you guys want to, watch and follow along, we're gonna do the same thing as we did before, but it'll be a different scenario.
Oh, I think we have.
Where do we want to put the code? Or is Curtis waiting with a code?
I don't know.
I don't know where Curtis is. He's not in. I think he just his. Well, I'm just going to be chilling here. I just want to stop by. We're going and see if I can pick up on something new for myself to use or not. I appreciate the stream. We appreciate you tuning in. And like I said, if you have any questions, Dusky, we're here. We always like sharing as much information as we can. And if we don't know the answer, we probably know somebody that does, because we don't always have the answer. One of the things about storm chasing, you're always learning. Whether it's in the game or in real life, it's a constantly evolving thing. Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah. Has anybody heard from Curtis in a while?
No, the last thing I saw, he said he wrote it froze.
Yeah.
So, well, I was going to say, if put it in the group chat if he wants to play. He doesn't have to stream, obviously, going.
Yeah. Are you guys going to be having a storm chasing tour next year, like for a day? Sometimes I run tours. I haven't done much tours for the last season. I didn't really do any tours, mostly because I went down to the States with Tom and Connor and chased in the Blue Moose with them instead of in Helicity like I normally would. It's probably going to be much of the same next season. I think we're all planning on going down together once again, as far as I know right now anyways. So I might do some single-day Canadian tours next year, but as far as Tornado Alley goes, probably just going to be chasing with these guys.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you're going to the States, obviously it's a multi-day thing. Locally for you, it's much more possible out west in Manitoba, but yeah, down south, if you're going to chase, you're definitely committed to minimum 5 days, as I think. But they can go up to 10 days in terms of some tour companies out there.
Yeah, when I the few years I have ran tours in the States, I usually do minimum of 7 days.
I'm just going to message Curtis to see.
Yeah.
Is Trenton still with us? Thanks for running things, Trenton, by the way.
Yeah, I think he's still here. What made you guys decide to be storm chasers? I don't know how to answer that.
I've answered this question. I've answered this exact question maybe 100 times.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's a million things for me, but
well, when I was a kid, there was a show on Discovery Channel called Storm Chasers, and I would watch it every single morning before hopping on the bus when I was 9 years old. And from that point on, I was kind of hooked on the weather and started chasing when I was 14. My dad was the driver. And then I started chasing by myself when I got my license when I was 18 years old. So kind of been going hard at it ever since.
for me, I was just always can't think of the word I'm looking for, but
Fascinated?
when I was a kid, I was just always fascinated with severe weather. Even to this day, my mom will still talk about how I'd always run to the living room window to look outside anytime I heard thunder. And yeah, I just really always loved severe weather. So as I got older, I started learning how to chase, learning how to understand weather, and here I am today. Basically, it's been a lifelong journey for me, and I'm still learning stuff to this day, and I don't think I'll ever stop.
No, there's so I'm very similar in as a young kid, I used to just watch weather, but being in Ontario, like in Ottawa, it's not exactly when you're talking severe weather where you compare it to what's in the US and in Tornado Alley and all throughout the U.S. Actually, they just get more intense storms than we do here for the most part. So I would always watch National Geographic TV shows, all that kind of stuff. And I got a later start. I mean, I didn't start storm chasing just because of life circumstance. I didn't start chasing till I was in my mid to late 30s, and then kind of got into it from there. So, but same thing, watched a bunch of TV shows. And then one year I just decided I want to go storm chasing and found out you could take a tour with a company. And I jumped into the one that Reed Timmer had back in the day and chased with them for 10 days in 2014. And got my first tornado Mother's Day of 2014, and I was hooked and have never looked back since then. And, have a custom built truck for it and, gone full in, I guess. And so that's how I got into chasing. And it's amazing. You get to see so much of North America. You definitely have to like being in a vehicle, because storm chasing is 99% pure boredom and 1% pure adrenaline rush, because most of the time you're sitting and waiting for storms. And there are days where you sit at a gas station or some intersection and you sit and you watch and wait for storms, and we get what's called a blue sky bust, and nothing actually happens. You end up seeing no storms even.
So Dusky, none of us that are currently on the stream have any sort of degree, not with weather anyways. And we do have Ethan, who's a member of the A team. He wasn't able to join us tonight, but he is actually in university getting a meteorology degree right now. But I haven't really found that it causes any problems for me chasing. I mean, it's not, I wouldn't call my chasing a career really. Like it's more of a passion, and I'm just lucky enough to have a following of people that like watching me do it. And yeah, it hasn't really caused any issues for me, other than the fact that, I can't really go be like a broadcast meteorologist or something like that. But as far as chasing itself goes, everything I know, I've learned by coordinating with other chasers, learning from other chasers, learning from Google and YouTube and all of that kind of stuff. And yeah, I kind of answered your other question there already, but yeah, we absolutely coordinate with other chasers quite often.
Yeah, 100%. You gotta, I mean, in the US, there's a lot of people that chase. So again, it's good to get ideas. For example, somebody's on a storm sooner than you are, and you can ask them what it looks like to see if you're, maybe deciding between two different targets. Same thing. People reach out to us and ask what it's looking like when we're close to a storm. So yeah, a lot of people definitely coordinate back and forth, and others don't at all. Some people are just solo chasers, do their own thing, and that works for them, and that's great. Like, I mean, there's so many different styles.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like Curtis is going to try and come into the chase, so don't start it yet if you haven't. I just got a message. He just said, I'll try. So I'm not sure what that means, but
he must have crashed a couple times trying to come back in or something.
Yeah, well, I told him not to try and stream it, to just connect to the game so he can play, and we'll see if that works.
We can stream him dying.
Yeah.
It can be frustrating to play the game sometimes when you're beginning, because first of all, just getting to the storms and trying to get into a probe position. I've died I don't know how many times in the game. So it looks like
there he is.
Perfect.
Kind of weird. I kind of know this map already like the back of my hand, kind of like I do all the dirt roads of Eastern Ontario.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yes. Yeah, we all definitely learn the lay of the land, as they say. Oh, we haven't done that jump.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I completely forgot.
There's a hidden jump in the game. It's like a hidden Easter egg. You can go into the mountains, and the developers put a ramp that you can jump your storm chasing vehicle off of and fly through the air. So I did that for the first time the other day. Anyways, but yeah, we'll probably just chase at this point, but unless there's something in that northeast corner, but there's never a scenario that goes up into that northeast corner.
No, I haven't had one at all. Where are you chatting?
Okay, so it looks like it's going to load here. This might take a little bit, but we've already been at this 2 hours. My goodness.
Yeah, it's crazy. And we've still actually got people watching. That's even crazier.
Thanks for thanks for sticking with us. You can join our on your phone. Oh.
Did I say join hour?
No, I'm learning to read.
I was like, I'm pretty sure I typed that right.
I never said I was smart. Oh, 5 players?
5 players.
Oh, so it looks like it's going to be us with one other person. So this will be a smaller chase.
See how long that guy sticks around with us goofballs around.
That's all surround him.
Kind of like we did to that Twitch streamer that one night. Just all stood there and stared. That was funny. And we were all dressed the exact same too.
Yeah, I don't spend money on the clothing in the game. I save it for vehicles.
I have a feeling if Passenger Princess update comes out before Curtis gets a RAV4, he's going to be hopping in one of our vehicles until he gets enough money for the RAV.
I'm curious. I should ask Mark if Mark's watching, David's watching, whether if you're a Passenger Princess, can you deploy your own probe? So,
that's a good question.
2 people jump out of the vehicle. Both of them have a probe or only one probe per vehicle? I'm curious about that. I'll have to ask him. Yeah, there definitely are some new vehicles. Yeah.
Yeah. That next update's going to be pretty big from the looks of it.
Yeah. And there might be even something for people who are fans of the A-Team in the next update. We'll see. It might be a little further down the road, though.
Give away secrets, Tom.
Easter eggs. Easter's coming up, you know?
Jeez, let me get through Christmas first, man. Actually, no, let me get to Easter because that means May's around the corner.
Yes, exactly. I was just May is closer.
Oh, please tell me I just crashed.
I didn't.
Oh, no, we're good.
One supercell. Sorry, I'm not going to ruin it for you guys because you're not in yet, but I don't think
it's
I've played
okay.
this.
I'm watching you on the stream.
Wow. What? How is there going to be a tornado in these dew points? What? 40 dews?
Oh, what?
Huh? Okay, so for people who are listening to us, 40 dew points generally, unless you're in Colorado or you're getting continental upslope forcing, being on the western portion of Tornado Alley, 40 dews don't really get you tornadoes. So I'm kind of confused by this setup. Wow. Hey, stop pushing me.
Are you both in there already?
Yeah, so the surface winds are like weak
I'm
to
not, no.
non-existent. 500s are up the middle, basically, and then the 250s are off to the are receding eastward, which is what? I don't understand that. Like, I'm a storm chaser and I don't understand this scenario.
Oh no.
What's going on? You crash?
No, it just sent me back to the main screen of the game.
Baracker is pushing me. Like, what?
Yeah, I'm not in this match, guys.
Really?
Yeah, it just sent me back to the main screen.
Where is my...
It went to loading world and then just sent me back to the main screen.
I don't know which one. Okay. Why do I have a... Jesus. Seriously? Okay. Did you guys just disappear? I lost Connor. Jordan's gone. Everybody's gone. Oh, Connor's coming back.
Yeah, no, I'm out.
I seriously don't know what to do with this scenario, though. I guess I'm going for the storm to watch what's going to happen because it's the only game in town. But 40 dues, like, that does not compute.
Well, I guess I'll just watch the stream.
I don't know. I think Curtis, something happened to him again. Oh, no, he's in the...
Yeah, he was
He's in the
pushing
audio.
you. He was pushing you in the... I think that's who was pushing you before that
No.
other guy was.
Oh, okay. I was going to say because... Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
then
Curtis is way out in front of me. Oh,
now
look
we
at
should be able to hear Curtis. I put him into the stream.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can. Yeah.
Hey, there we go. Yeah, that was me pushing you.
Gotcha. So if you're watching my, I guess, gameplay, you can see the storm structure in front of me. You can see a updraft with an anvil forming, and that's the storm that I'm going after if I would stop driving like a lunatic.
I would just like to say that playing this game when we're not trying to stream it is absolutely amazing.
Am I back?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, you're back, Connor.
Oh, well, that was weird.
It took 3 reboots for my computer before everything started working again.
Holy crap.
Okay, so you don't want to stream and play because that doesn't work.
No more. I'll just play.
Nay. Okay.
I'm going to actually reboot my OUTBRK game. In the meantime...
Oh, did you crash, Jordan?
No, it went to loading world and then it just sent me back to the main menu of the game.
Oh, what?
Yeah, so I'm not in this one.
Well, it's still in development, so it's...
I honestly
I
think
just
it
hit a
was
tree.
just it was probably just the restream causing it.
Gotcha. It's funny, Curtis took off like half an hour before me, and I'm gonna catch him.
That's why I took off half an hour before you.
Yeah.
Once I was done pushing you around.
It's amazing the difference in speed of vehicle once you upgrade. You just gotta save those shekels, Curtis. Save up your money so you can buy a fancier car.
I lost 12,000 earlier.
Oh,
The game just crashed mid game.
12K is a lot.
Oh wow.
Yep. I had two perfect intercepts and then one that I only got 4,000 on. So it was actually more of like 16, I guess.
Is there such a thing as a perfect intercept?
Well, I don't know. It was
I
like 7,000 and I didn't get killed.
Well, yeah, that's good.
And I wish my 11,900 one was on stream earlier.
Yeah, that's nuts for a single probe.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's as high as you can get. I can see Curtis.
Me.
Coming to hang out with you, buddy.
You're coming to pass me and probably put me in the ditch.
No. That's Jordan and Connor. Those two are always tangling.
Oh yeah.
I guess I better turn my headlights on.
Then we started the stream, and the two of them crashed at the first intersection they got to. Literally.
All I can see is Tom's little green dot just gaining on me at an insane speed.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
Have you ever had a scenario end with no tornado?
Yes. Well, there was a glitch in one. Like it had a couplet. It had a hook and everything. And I'm standing under this, and I'm like, "There's nothing." So I messaged Mark, and I'm like, "I'm pretty sure you're probably aware of this, but this scenario does not spawn a tornado." And I had to send him my log from the game, and so that was a long time ago. That was months and months ago. But they fixed the scenario. But yes, it did not spawn anything. I'm just gonna. Play with Curtis.
You.
Oh, you pulled over?
Well, yeah, I saw you coming.
Oh, I just drove off the road to get away from you. And I forgot to turn on all my gear. Yeah, see,
I
this
know you
storm,
weren't being very safe.
this storm just doesn't look good at all on radar. I mean, looking at radar, it doesn't look like anything worth chasing. I think the storms are going to be to the west, but again, the dew points, 44 dews, 46, 51. How are we spawning tornadoes out of this? I wonder if this might be a scenario that doesn't do anything. I'm baffled.
Well, I am here and I am chasing, so if we're going to bust, it'll be now.
Yeah. I don't know, boys. This is
Maybe
one of those,
north? I'm going to follow this dirt trail I'm pointed down just for grins, see if I can at least find some hail.
You want to smash your windshield and spend money?
Well, no, if I die or just quit the game, then it doesn't cost me anything.
Oh, I see.
Actually, they're very nice. They don't take money away from you if you suck that hard.
Very true.
It's true. Yeah, I don't see this scenario at all.
Shout out to Trenton, by the way, running all this in the background.
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
kidding.
Oh, who's Foothill Magic? Who wrote that? Is that Braden? Did Braden jump into the chat?
No, that's Trenton_WX.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see that because I had it on. I was like, that's something that Braden would say. Yeah,
no
Foothill
kidding.
Magic for sure. That's an Alberta thing. Yeah, that's definitely an Alberta thing. So let's see. Oh, what happened? Oh, I jumped out of the car. Well, right now this is a boring stream because there's nothing happening. Seriously. Oh,
Tornado warning.
tornado warned. What? What are you seeing over there?
A bunch of rain.
I was going to say, there's no way you're seeing a tornado.
Nope. Someone threw a warning up. There's a funnel cloud.
So this is definitely one of those scenarios that I would not other than it's the only game in town. Oh yeah, it's a big funnel cloud too. This would not jump out at me. And I think we lost Connor as well. I don't even know if he's in the game. I'm actively crashing, lost audio, and my camera went down as well as what Connor just typed. So it's you and me.
Sweet, and it's only you on the stream.
Let's get this, Curtis.
That was a house and a power pole I just ran into.
Okay, well, I'm going to chase this thing down, see if I can get anything out of it.
There's the golf balls. Oh, there, I found it. Yep.
Not die.
Shit, that's right in front of me. And I can barely see it.
I'm going back.
I'm going to drive into it.
Northeast. It's coming. It's going to be coming at me at some point. I just don't know. I have to stop and take a look.
I could see ground circulation, and then it disappeared.
Connor's sitting at an intersection, but I think he's just crashed and like the computer's crashed and he's
just having a snooze.
Wow, he's stuck. Where is it? Oh, there's the tornado. I think it's coming right at me, which would be handy.
Yeah, it's definitely not coming towards me. I'm on the wrong side of it here. And that is a giant road hole.
Yep.
Nerds.
Yeah, it looks like it's coming right here. But so the other thing that happens is these can deviate, being that they, suddenly change direction somewhat. It happens fairly often in this game. So it's one of those things you can't take for granted. Where is it heading? It's heading a little north. Yeah, it's heading a tiny bit north of me. I'm going to keep it in view. It's probably, learning to drive.
Oh, I think I'm going to get dead.
You died?
No, not quite, but it pulled me sideways.
Oh, you're in a field. Yeah, it's still going north of me.
The minivan is a very capable off-road vehicle, Tom.
Yep.
Not a whole bunch of times, but at least once.
So Connor's going through the same thing that you went through, Curtis. His computer won't even pull up Task Manager.
Yep.
So that's interesting that this is not killing computers, but it's definitely...
Well, it's not good on them.
No. Okay, I have to be patient. I'm going to kind of... I'm looking at radar to see where it's going. It's going to be just north of me, I think. Oh, wait, I think it changed direction.
I feel like I'm in the sweet spot.
Yes, it changed direction. It's going now to the south of me. Let's go get a tornado. It's not very strong. Nobody else on the road, so I don't have a problem sitting in the middle of the road.
Where we're going, we don't need roads, Tom.
It's true. Chasing a DeLorean.
That needs to be the next vehicle.
Yeah, there should be fantasy vehicles that you can chase with, like
a special edition DeLorean.
I'm throwing my probe out here and I'm going to drop south. We'll see what happens. I literally parked across the highway. Well, there's nobody else in the game, so.
Was it just us?
Yeah, there's nobody else in the game. I don't think there's anybody else.
I can see quite a ways, but I don't see any tornadoes.
There's one right beside me.
I'm in the game, just watching through you.
But I'm like in the couplet.
Oh, my controller stopped working. What the? Oh, no.
Oh, there it is. I can see it now.
Seriously, it's driving by itself. My controller has stopped. Stop. Don't drive into the tornado. Oh, come on. I cannot control my car and I'm driving into the tornado. Well, people are going to see something pretty hilarious here in a minute.
It's probably fine, buddy.
Why is my controller not working? Well, I can't even turn my head. Well, now I can turn it with my mouse, but luckily I think the tornado is going to miss my probe. Yeah. Man, talk about technical difficulties tonight.
Yeah, it has not gone smoothly.
Yeah,
No,
Restream is definitely
I'm in a
resource
ditch now.
dependent, I'd say.
Oh my God, this is terrible. Why? Okay, I'm shutting my controller off. Luckily, the probe got missed because I'm sitting like 20 feet away from my probe and the tornado didn't come and hit it. Oh, I'm back. I rebooted my controller and I'm back. Okay.
Just about long enough for me to catch back up.
What do they call that? Wishful thinking?
Are you on the left side of the road or the right side of the road?
I'm on the left.
Oh, I froze now. It's this area.
It's bad cell service.
Must be.
I just saw you drive by.
Are you guys down near the cornfields or?
No, we're in the corner. We're in that big arced road, and it's heading north.
Oh,
from
yeah,
here.
yeah.
I'm now behind Curtis. That was bizarre. Yeah, tornado off to my left.
Hey, there's one other person in here. I can see them sitting up at the intersection
Connor.
there.
That's
Oh, then
Connor.
Connor's going to die.
Yeah, I think he's. Oh my God, he's gonna probe intercept by sitting at an intersection for the last 20 minutes,
Yep.
and I'm gonna take footage of it. Tell me that's what's gonna happen. I hope he's still there, because there's the tornado.
Oh,
Please tell me his car
please.
is up here, because it looks like it's heading right for him. Hey, there's the blue moose on a sign. Ah, he's not here. No.
Hey, there's a blue moose on the sign.
I'm learning to drive. Curtis just passed me. Curtis stopped.
I'm taking my chances. Actually, nope. I think it's moving south again.
Oh, it is too.
Crap. It would have hit Connor.
I'm going to drive backwards and do it.
Oh, I froze. Nope, I'm back. Oh, I'm so going to die, boys.
Did it turn again? It's now going north. I don't know.
Deploy. Run.
I don't know what's going on, but
It is going north again.
yeah.
Well, I guess I'll go pick up that probe and.
Did it turn like due north?
Yeah.
Like, wow.
We got drunkards here.
Yeah, no. I might be too close to it though.
Oh, yeah. I'm starting to pick up stuff at my probe. I'm going to back up.
Oh!
You're definitely too close.
In reverse at full speed, and it's moving 1 mile an hour backwards. Oh, I got out of it. Oh, so when the screen goes dark at the edges like that, that means you're about to die. I came very close to dying. Oh, actually, I'm about to die because I'm driving into it. What am I doing? Wow. That is not how to storm chase, people. I don't know who's watching, but that is not how you do it. That's a good way to die. Oh, it's like an elephant trunk now.
Curvy.
Yes. Where is it going? Yeah. This is such a weird scenario. It's heading up that curvy road. The one we were on, Jordan, where it kind of S-curves and it's a dirt road.
Oh, yeah.
It's heading across that chunk of land. I'm going to try and do the same thing, get down to it. I'm going to go north and drop at it. Play with fire. Okay, I'm going to take a right at this intersection and try and head east and then drop south at the next road. Come
Connor's
back.
dot finally went brown.
Is that the oh crap moment or?
He must be dead.
Yeah, he says he can't get his computer going. What time is it? Oh, it's 10:20. Holy cow. I can't see the tornado. I don't even know if it's still on the ground. Based on the radar signature, I'd be shocked if it's on the ground, or radar presentation, I should say. Do you see anything, Curtis?
Nothing.
Yeah, I'd be shocked if it's on the ground. Prepare to be shocked.
Oh, no, there it is.
Oh, hey, there you go. I told you, prepare to be shocked.
Oh, it's quite pretty.
Dirt road. Oh, yeah, it is. I can see a dust swirl on the ground. Man, driving leaves much to be desired, but...
Yeah, you should be pretty close to it, Tom. If you keep on that road, you should be in pretty good position.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah.
Oopsie. Which way are you coming?
I don't know, but I'm going to back up and watch so I can watch your headlights fly.
You think it's coming this way, or yeah, I'm going to just probe it here. Uh-oh. This is a bad road position, that's for sure. Yeah, the probe's going to miss it. It's more north of the road than I thought it was. Help. Oh, wait, am I driving into it?
You're going to be when you start turning back the other way. Yep.
Yeah, it turned. Wow. How not to play this game.
Ah, crap. There's my fuel light. I got to go find gas.
Turns out my probe's not even going to get hit. I might get hit.
Oh, Connor's back in Restream.
Yeah, it's north of the road. Boo! Tom, bad chasing Tom. At least I can take some pictures. It's definitely a weak tornado. Bet you it still picks me up, though.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Can.
Oh my god, dude. That was brutal.
Right? Just a meltdown.
Man. It's so
Note
slow
to
moving.
self: if we do a stream like this in the future, let's not use Restream.
Yeah. I'm going to race it. Screw it.
Oh, you got it, Tom. You got it.
Yeah, just enough, but
Again,
Watch
what
it.
not to do.
yes, exactly. Well, that's the problem. This game is all about risking it to get.
Risking it for the biscuit.
Yes, where is it? Oh, it's right there. I want to see it start launching trees. It's going to die before it gets to me because that's what happens with my tornado intercepts.
I think I'm going to end the stream on my Facebook because it's really hard on the computer for some reason.
But you're not pushing it. It's Jordan that's pushing it, right?
Yeah, it
Oh, it's
shouldn't.
starting to throw trees.
You might maybe if you just close your Facebook, it might help. But yeah, you shouldn't be like ending it to Facebook shouldn't have any effect on your computer.
Oh, Pro's
Oh, okay.
taking a hit.
I called her, gents. I took my money and ran.
I don't blame you. 3,800
All right,
on
everybody.
my
Well,
probe.
I'm going to call her.
All right, man.
Have a good one, gents.
Yes,
You
sir.
as
You
well,
too.
buddy.
All righty. Ciao, man.
There's my probe sitting on the road. I think it's going to take a direct hit.
That's pretty close. Yep.
Yeah, that's looking solid. Oh, yeah. 55-20 for a weak tornado. That's not bad. Okay, let's go and retrieve our probe. Well, salvage that one somewhat.
I ended it on my Facebook. I disconnected my Facebook from Restream.
Okay. And we can stop the stream or whatnot. And oh, there we go. I'll find a gas station, and I actually might call it too. It's kind of getting late here, but where's a gas station when you need one? There's none. Wow, there's no gas station. Who's the? I'm just going to go back to Prairie Hills, I guess. This is definitely the boring part. Okay. Yeah, I guess we can end the stream for tonight. Hopefully people learned something. Hopefully they enjoyed it, and appreciate you guys tuning in. I got to drop down at the next road.
Next time we do this, we'll iron out all the difficulties we had.
Yes.
Absolutely. I mean, I stream quite often playing this game, so if people want to follow me on social media to watch me stream the game, they're more than welcome. But It's usually a lot less glitchy than this because I'm not using this multicasting software or website, which appears to be very resource dependent. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
I wonder.
what was that?
I'm wondering whether a different computer did make a difference, or if it's actually just everybody running the Restream application and the chasing, because everybody's crashing. So yes, it's not to do with the computer, your computer, for example. It's to do with Restream.
Yeah, absolutely.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think, if we do another stream like this all together, we'll definitely find a different way to do it.
Yeah. Okay, I'm heading to a gas station. I should be back at a gas station within about 2 minutes or so. It spawned another tornado. And I'm crashing.
Thank you for watching. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Thanks for watching, Sandra.
I love seeing that sign. I'm biased.
Yeah, that's a pretty good looking billboard, I gotta say.
Yeah, I can't complain. Okay, gas station
I've been in
coming
the
up.
passenger seat of that. Actually, I've been in the driver's seat of that billboard.
I was gonna say you've driven. Okay, I'm cashing out. Leave chase. I was the only one left in it, anyways. Well, 14 grand. I'll take that.
128 mile per hour.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Thanks for tuning
All
in.
right.
That was fun. We will hopefully do this another time.
Thanks for watching.
Thank you. How do I? Oh.
All right, guys. Have a good night. Thanks for watching.